Welcome to Thank God You're Not My Child. Just remember it's a comedy podcast, people. I can't believe some people got really mad about that name, but you could almost do it. Thank God you're not my friend. Thank God you're not my child. Thank God you're not my husband. Thank God you're not my mom. Thank God you're not. Come on, because we all see things that you look and go, whew, sure glad I don't know that person. We've all been there. So just suck it up, Buttercup. It's thank God you're not my child. Yes, today we're going to talk about the kids' table, like at Thanksgiving or Christmas or holidays. You know that kids' table? Yeah, that little table that nobody wants to sit in. Let's get real. I don't know why the kids don't want to sit there. I had some of my best times at the kids' table with my cousins and my siblings. The kids' table. You know what? I've been at Thanksgiving the last 4 or 5 years that I would have rather been at the kids' table than the adults' table, because adults can suck. Let's just get real. Kids are fun. Adults can suck. Although I love all of my adult friends, my adult friends and my family, but they can suck, So who doesn't want to be at the kids' table? Let's just get real. But when these days, and I've worked in daycare for over 30 years, 27, 30 years. My son's 35. Anyway, nowadays, just to tell a parent that a 1-year-old that can eat and does eat by themselves should not have one fruit or one food all the time, even though that's all they want. It's like you're telling them to starve their kids. And so telling a kid to sit down and eat, we all got to eat to live, people. We got to eat to live. And we don't get to eat just junk to live. You're going to live if you eat junk. I eat Taco Bell sometimes. I have Taco Bell sometimes. And I like those little blue margarita drinks sometimes, and that's shit food. So I'm not perfect, but having your kids sit down and just eat a meal, and this is what you get, eat what you want, that's not a bad thing. That's probably, I'm not one to say on the clean plate kid, because not all kids need to clean that plate. But I'm going to give them enough food to eat and be healthy. And if they don't like any, or if they don't want any of it, there's a difference in like and want. If you know your kid eats spaghetti, but when you fix spaghetti, they say they don't like it. No, it's they don't want it right then. And you're like, I'm very sorry, but this is what dinner is. So, maybe we can fix what you would want tomorrow night. Because, you involve the kids in what you want to cook. Just because it's chicken nuggets doesn't mean everybody can eat chicken nuggets and have a good dinner with that. So remember, make your kids sit down and eat. Even you put them in a high chair when they're a baby, and then when you move them to a regular chair, you just let them get up and walk off. No, continue. You sit down to eat, because that's the one problem with the kids' table, is some kids never have to sit down and eat and talk to people. They can walk around, they can do what they want, they can watch TV, they can do anything they want besides sit down at the table and eat and just talk to people. So before you set your kids at a kids' table, make sure they know how to sit down and eat. And one person, you or the parent or the dad, the mom or the dad or the grandmother, doesn't have to constantly get up and go, here, dear, come here. You can sit in my lap because you don't know how to sit down. Oh, gosh. Shouldn't a 3-year-old know how to sit down? Don't say it, Grandma, because you say it and you're going to be the boomer grandparent or something that's, control over your kid. Are you supposed to have control over your kid when they're 1, 2, or 3? Yeah, you're supposed to direct them in the right ways to go. You are. You're the parent. That's what a parent is. Okay, anyway, I'm going to get off that shit soapbox of mine, That's one of my shit soapbox, because it's my soapbox. And people say soapbox, but I'm going to put shit soapbox because it's mine. It's mine. Everybody might not agree with me, but it's mine. So we're going to just leave that there. So, yes, being at that kids' table, I'd rather be at that now. Let's just get real. But let's talk about some funny things about the kids' table. let's talk about the gravy licking, you know? There was once a kid. Yes, there was. A cute little girl with curly hair. And her cousin said, guess I can eat more gravy than you can. And she said, whatever, I love that gravy. So it might have been a contest to see who could eat the most gravy. And it might have come into a licking contest off the plate. And you know what? Not a parent around to see us. It's memories. That's what they would say a core memory is. I learned that this week, a core memory. Like, I saw a TikTok where everybody's like, oh my gosh, your son's going to remember that for the rest of his life. Mom couldn't sleep, woke her kid up at 2 o'clock to go make brownies. Oh, he is going to remember that forever. When he has sleeping problems and he cannot function and do things right, he's going to bake at 2 o'clock because that's what Mom did. Did that come out like I was not for that? Just don't get me wrong. It was cute. I didn't say anything. I did say something on one post this week. A girl, I'm going to call her a girl. She has a 1-year-old baby. So, if 1-year-old baby, she knows everything. Because, those young girls, they're going to be those young girls that are having babies that, know everything 1 year into it. Her 1-year-old will only eat fruit cups. I don't know why. My boomer mom told me to just not give it to him. And that's right, because I can't starve my kid. Okay, listen. You might not be able to starve your kid, but giving your food, other foods he likes, and he normally eats, and not a fruit cup, is not starving your kid. That's teaching him, you need to eat this good food first, then you can have this fruit. Because if it's a fruit cup, I can guarantee you it's probably high in sugar and not natural sugars. Yes, it tastes good, Mama. Because guess what? Those kids want to eat things that taste good. I do. I smell some bacon that might have been cooked in this RV we living in right now, and I might have to go get me a piece of bacon. Maybe there's some left. I may have to make my own. Damn it, Jim. I have to make my own bacon. Oh, have I ever told you I have ADHD? Yeah. So let's talk about these kids' tables. Who had one? We still have them. And are your kids doing good at this kid table? Because I'm a firm believer that a kid's table should be based on how they're acting. And if you're a 40-year-old and you're acting like a kid, maybe you need to be on the kids' table. Uh-oh, baby. I saw your last Facebook page. You're on the kids' table. And I think I would like to be the one that decides that. I could decide. I could know who's coming before. And I could stalk their Facebook. And I could talk to them. And I could see who has actually been an adult, a good adult. They fuck up and know it. A good adult is someone that fucks up and they know it. A good parent is someone that they've had parent fails and they know it. Because you know what? I was a first-time mom once when I was 19. And I asked my grandmother and I asked my mother and I let them lead me on what I was supposed to do to raise my kids. I learned a lot from them. I did. Love them dearly. I have great kids, mainly because I listened to my parents and my grandparents, and I learned how to parent. I'm still not good at it. I'm 54, and I have a 35 and a 30-year-old. Oh, I think she'll be 31 soon. Wow, it's fucking old. 54. Okay, let's snap out of that age thing, because it really doesn't matter. Okay, so, kids' table. I get to pick. Don't argue with me. And you know what? I can sit here and think about friends' names. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm going to be at the kids' table because I'm the head at the kids' table. The end. I am the head. And I'm going to invite my friend Dawn. And I'm going to go ahead and invite my other friend Dawn. And me. Oh my gosh, I got some other friends. Sarah B. You're out there. You're going to be at the kids' table with us, okay? Don't whine. We're not going to let any kids at our table. You know what? Maybe we just need to have the bad bitch table. Girls, you coming? Get Julie to come too. We'll have a bad bitch weekend. A table. Ooh, that spread from a table to a weekend. That tells you what you need. Okay, so sitting your kids down to the kids' table, you need to plan ahead, people. If you want them to sit down and have a good meal and enjoy and listen to you, you need to do that year-round. You need to sit them down to eat. You need to let them learn how to dip their own food and do family style or something. You don't have to do it all the time. Do it once a week if that's all you can do it to start. Make your 1-year-old and 3-year-old, 5-year-old sit down to eat no matter where they're at. I, for the past 5 years or so, have probably ate more at watching TV in front, because when I was single, I always sat on the couch and ate. But I knew how to sit at the dinner table too, even at 50. So that's my stir. Teach your kids beforehand. We're sit down at a restaurant. Kids, even 3-year-old, can do it. It's a learning curve. Takes time, people. It's repetitive, year after year, moment after moment. Just get it done. And if you want to have that kids' table, maybe go sit down with them sometimes. Because you would be shocked what kids will talk to you if you go over and sit down at the kids' table with them. You might find things out that make you laugh. You might find things out that you don't like. And you might say, what the fuck are these kids doing on their own time? Because that's what adults do with kids, right? Remember, don't judge. Don't judge. Don't judge nobody. Let's just teach those kids to sit down and eat when they need to. You can do it. And moms, remember, we don't know everything. We're learning from the past moms. So keep asking those older moms in your life. Keep asking those friends. Keep asking all of those people that are in your tribe. And let's bring back some fun stuff. But kids that can sit down just for a little while, just to eat. Just to eat. I'm not asking your 4-year-old to sit down for 8 hours. I'm asking them to sit down for 20 minutes to eat. Can you do that? Can you do that? That's the question. The one thing I can say about doing a podcast is, boy, there are some mean people that come out of the woodworks. And thank goodness I don't think much to what I laugh it off, because I'm like, dude, you don't even know me. You don't even know me. I got called an unfunny, what would they say? Unfunny bitch? Okay, the bitch part I've been called before. But unfunny, I might be unfunny sometimes, but I'm not funny all the time. So, fuck you, you don't know me. And then let's not admit that I commented on a couple of videos on TikTok, and man, those little mamas came out. They came out. They can't believe, do I get off having so much control over a 1-year-old? I don't know about you, but 1-year-olds, you kind of have to watch everything they do. You almost have to walk behind them if they're walking. You can sit down, but you still have to know what they're doing, because they don't know. They're learning. So why would I kind of try to control my 1-year-old so much? Well, I don't know. Maybe teaching them. Remember, I'm amazed. I'm amazed. And I did daycare for so long and took care of so many kids, and I loved them dearly. But there was things I wasn't going to whoop a daycare kid. They're not mine. And there's very limited, you have to redirect them. There's everything you have to do besides what I would have done to my own kids. My own kids got a whooping if they misbehaved. They knew what was coming. They knew how to expect it. And it didn't have to happen. Let's back that up. It didn't have to happen often, but when it did, they knew. They knew I was serious. But you can't do that with kids that are not your own. So I learned over the years, each kid is different. One kid, you might be able to say, well, you're not going to go watch cartoons today at nap. You're going to take a long nap because you need it, because you're not behaving right. You threw food at the table or something that's just totally not supposed to happen. So I would take things away from them. I didn't like taking food away from them because you need the food, and all the food I gave them was state food, so you're not going to take food away. But yeah, I'm shocked, and I'm going to challenge everybody. Why don't you go on there and say good things? Because all I said that started all of this was, well, she's not wrong. I was agreeing with her mom. And that young lady did not think her mom was right. She obviously did not, because when I said I thought she was right, she attacked me just like she would of her mama. So I'm going to say, I'm sorry to that mama. If I knew you, I'd call and talk to you and tell you I'm sorry that your child is clueless and takes things out on you. Okay, anyway. But instead of being mean, teach people. I didn't say anything wrong. I did after that. And then I was even told, lots of people work with child care and child and all, and that's where some of the government problems went wrong, because that's some sick people. Anybody can get there, so we don't know who you are. Oh, good grief, that's true. Let me do my background check for you. Oh my gosh. So anyway, guys, let's be nice, let's be positive. I came on here just to say 5 minutes of holy hell, one word, and you get attacked. That's why you're out. That just happens. That happens. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter. I don't care what it is. It happens. So instead, I'm going to ask you to, if you listen to the podcast, just give it a 5-star, no matter where you listen to. Spotify, you can even, it will ask you if you like the episode, and you could tell me, fuck no, or it was good, I need this. You could always do that. But, yeah, boy, if you want to feel like you're getting attacked by spiders, like from everywhere, say something negative or agree with the wrong person on TikTok, and they climb out like spiders. Just remember, thank God they're not my child. Jane, thank God they're not my child. Yes. Thank you for listening again. I know it was 5 minutes of me rambling, but you could tell me about it after you listen to it to stop the rambling, lady. Okay, until next time, thank God you're not my child.